Morning or evening or afternoon, depends on what part of the world you are. I just want to leave a quick message with you guys. Today, I prayed, like I said, I always pray before I make a video so I can know what the Spirit want me to speak about. And today, I found, you know, in the book of Psalms. So I'm gonna read for you guys. It says, "Praise the Lord, all you servant." Okay, praise the Lord, all. It says, "You servant of the Lord." So we are just servants. We're servants of the Lord, and that is like the best thing ever. To be able to serve the Lord is a privilege, people. If you go to church and you haven't volunteered in your church yet, you're just dressing up and going to church, you're not a servant of the Lord. Most people who think they're Christians and they're doing all the right things because I guess they help a few people, they say a few nice things, and they think that's it. They go to church, they look nice, and that's it. But realistically, guys, if you go to church, if you belong to a church and you're not serving inside of the church by helping out in any way, you're not really serving the Lord. Because in order to serve the Lord, you have to be a part of his movement. You have to serve him. And most of us these days are churching. We dress up in our best, we go to church, we leave, we go to dinner, hang out with our friends, and church is done. And then we go home and we do sinful things, and we say, okay, we go back to church again, and then we repeat the same pattern. I've been going to my church for 9 years. 9 years now, and I love my church. I love my pastor. I go to Church of the Redeemer, and I love my pastor. I love the people there. They're wonderful. I remember the first time that I raised my hand and accepted Christ. It wasn't the first time, but this time it felt different. It felt different. I asked for so many times, so many years, Lord, how can I serve you? How can I serve you? How can I serve you? Yes, I was helping a lot of people in my life. I was doing a lot of nice things and being loving and kind and, all that stuff. But yet something didn't feel like it was enough. So one day the pastor said, is anyone that want to come to the Lord and want him to save you and help you? And I raised my hand. And that was 7 years ago. And I raised my hand and I became a servant of the Lord. I've been watching babies 2.5, 3.5 years old for 7 years, and I love it. I love it. Like, no matter how sick I am, as long as I can move my legs, I get up. And that's what we need to do. We need to put more energy into serving the Lord, the master. He's our master. A lot of people, want to dance around with the Lord and be in and out, one leg in, one leg out. You cannot be one leg in, one leg out with the Lord. You have to be full force. Because when you need the Lord and you're going through a lot of things in your life, you expect him to come and rescue you right away. Okay, what you give him, what do you give him? For him to say, hey, there is my servant, my good servant, doing the job that I asked her to do or him to do. So we always think of, oh, I need this, I need that. How can I, Lord, help me fix my relationship. Help me fix my finance. Help me fix it. What have you submit to the Lord? If you haven't fast yet, learn to fast. Fast is a great connection to the Lord. It's a great connection. When you fast, is a connection that you can, is unexplainable, but you can connect with God in so many ways. I've seen so many things change in my life and other people's life because they are fast. So we have to learn to be the servant of the Lord and not do things in our own pleasing way. The Lord is marvelous. After all, he woke you up this morning. If you get to see this message, and you are blessed. You are blessed beyond words because God gave you grace. You woke up this morning, you can hear, you can see. Be the servant of the Lord. It's the best thing you will ever do in your life, if not nothing else. Look around you, look at the world. So many disasters. It's not a coincidence all these things are happening. So many people are taking the life of their children. Wake up, people. It's time to surrender yourself to the Lord. Don't just go to church and sit there. Don't be churching, putting on your best and sitting in the Lord's house. Be a part of the movement of the Lord. Also, Lift up your hands in sanctuary and praise the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion. He who is the maker of heaven and earth. So this is the maker of the place that you call life, the place you live, the place you dwell in, because it's temporary. Everything is temporary. And because of that, you should commit yourself to give the Lord all you can give of yourself that's pleasing to Him. Start living more for the Lord and less for yourself. Because we are the servant. And to be a servant of the Lord it's a marvelous gift. It's marvelous. I love it. No matter how tired I am, I drag myself. And I do it with my niece and my son and my daughter. And they've been doing it for 5 years. I never asked them. They came to me and said, Mommy, I want to serve with you. And I was like, wow, really? Okay. Then after a couple of months later, then the other ones came and said, I want to serve with you. Then after my niece came and said, I want to serve with you. And we've been serving ever since together. We're servants of the Lord. So let's be good and blessed in that and multiply. Be an example of the people around you. You never know if you start doing it. You have a friend that you like to hang out with. That could be your new thing to do together. Serve the Lord. And what better gift than to be with like people? But I'm just going to cut this now. And I just want to say, may today be a blessed day. May God enrich your faith. And may He lead you to a better path than you're going. If you had stumbled, He can help you get you back on the right path. That's the best thing. He knows the way. He's the author of your life. And Him writing the book is the best thing that has been going on for you your whole life. You just have to submit yourself to the Lord, speak to Him, and everything will work out exactly the way His plan, okay? The way He planned it and not you. And because of that, you'll have less stress, less worries, less things going wrong in your life. And you will wake up feeling great, like I did. Anyway, have a blessed day. May God walk with you throughout the day and keep you safe.